Here's a quick look at the day's top headlines. Lisa, searching for
good morning, everybody. Ipo, thank you. You're the first one on today. Of course, the regulars. Hey, Bethany. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. Welcome. Today is December 19th. 6 days. 6 days away from Christmas. Yeah, thank you guys all. Hey, Perky. Aloha. Sheila. And Shella, I'm sorry. I hope you're not working. Tony, Thomas. Thank you guys. Welcome. It's cold here in Wailua House Lots. It's cold. Is it cold where you guys are at? I don't know. It's kind of cold. It was a nice day today. It was cool. So I hope everybody's staying warm and getting ready for the Christmas holiday coming up. Anyway, welcome and thanks again for joining. Today I get two. Oh, you guys can actually read this thing. It doesn't go backwards. 2 tickets to Augie T orchestra seats on when is this for? This is for Friday, December 21st. Hey, aloha, Bitos. Catching up, Bitos. Catching up slowly, but catching up. Hey, Wally. Hope your wife having a good birthday today. Looks like you guys are in Vegas, so hope you guys enjoying yourself. Hey, Jackie, Sandy. Anyway, I get these 2 tickets. I don't know how I'm gonna have a contest here today. Somehow. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but somebody's gonna be able to win these 2 tickets. Unfortunately, Patsy won it, and we get one commitment on Friday, so we're not gonna be able to go to the concert. So anyway, or the show. So this is again orchestra seats at Augie T's show. So I'll be thinking about some kind of contest for one of you guys to win these 2 tickets. I don't know what it is yet. Hey, Karen and Gayla and Adam. Thank you guys for joining us. Gosh, a bunch of you guys on already. Let's see. Anyway, how's everybody's? Hey, Fran. Aloha, Fran and Kathleen and Karen. And how's everybody's Wednesday going? It's been a great Wednesday today. Didn't do much, but hung out at home and caught up on some work on my with my emails and trying to transition back into the civilian life, and it's pretty interesting, pretty different, but yet very enjoyable. I don't know if I like go back work. I still work at Timbers at night though, still there 5 nights a week, but on my days off it's like wow, not much to do. So trying to catch. I didn't wash dishes today. I washed dishes, which is rare. In fact, yesterday and today I washed dishes, and that's a lot of dishes because Patsy, she does her baking and she's been baking a lot, so a lot of baking stuff in the sink. And I don't like spoil her, and then she's gonna start leaving that stuff in every day, and then I gotta wash them every day. But it's good, humbling experience. Hey, Bobby and Mona, aloha, you guys. Yeah, I was on Facebook today and I saw somebody had post this little graphic, and it said name a game that you played when you were little, when you were young, that today's kids don't play as much. And I was putting some thought to that, and it was kind of interesting, like stuff like hopscotch. I don't think, yes, the kids today, I don't even think they know what hopscotch is. As I go to the schools to read to some of these schools and talk to the kids, I don't even see hopscotch games on the cement like they used to be. That used to be the constant. Remember the little rubber coin purses that we used to carry and spray them with pledge so you could slide them or rub them dry so it would be grippy. Remember those days? I know some of you on here might not even know what I'm talking about, but I think for most of us, doing dishes can be therapeutic. Yeah, you should change your therapist. Chinese jump rope, jacks, Jackie. That's right, jacks. That's right, marbles, jacks, Chinese jump rope. So yeah, I was thinking today, all just regular chase master, catch master, hide and go seek, mud. Patsy says play with the mud. I don't know if you can do that nowadays. The mud is dirty. That's what the kids think anyway. Tetherball. Tetherball. That's that one they still play at the elementary school, I must say. But as far as on the streets, back in the day, most of the homes had, or at least one in the neighborhood had a. Why is this eyebrow so high? And this one is so low. Anyway, every one home in every cul-de-sac or subdivision had a basketball rim, and we don't see that anymore. Bang bat. Okay, I don't know what that is, Beatles. I'm almost afraid to ask you what that is. Aloha, honey, and BC, Janelle, Aniana, and Vaughn, and Tony. Aloha, you guys. Beatles, maybe you can, if it's PG-13, you can put them in the block. What the heck is Bang Bat? Must be a West Side game. You remember what that is, Patsy? Patsy Kapa, I'm Kawahai, Lihui. Did I have Botox? No, I did not have Botox. Hey, how are you? Ava Grace said hi, Uncle Mel. Well, tell Ava Grace I said hi. We're going to Oregon in a little bit next week, and Patsy and I are going to be driving over to Seattle. We're going to take that, I think it's 3.5 hours or 4 hours. So we're going to come visit you guys. We don't know the date yet, so as soon as we, Christine, as soon as we figure out our schedule, we'll let you know. Probably head over there, spend a night in Seattle, and then head back to Oregon the next day. So anyway, aloha, Tom and Larry. Thanks for joining. Thank you for joining. So yeah, we're just talking about the games, what games that we used to play when we were young, and the kids today don't play. Everybody's tied up with the video games now and all these high-tech equipment that the kids don't get a chance to get outdoors anymore, which is I think part of the big problem that we see today. Also, I saw Layla Nelson from Kapa High School, perfect SAT, 1600 score, unbelievable. I don't know who she is, but congratulations to her and the Kapa High School teachers and all of that, so that for her to get that 1600 perfect SAT scores, that's difficult, very, very difficult. Aloha, Jay, how's it going? Thank you. Hit the ball, and then the person who catches it, oh, you guys call that, what's that bat ball? Bang bat. Oh, okay. We called it roll bat. We used to call it roll bat. Same game, different name, West Side, Lihui. I remember that well. You're right. Yeah, we used to call them roll bat. Yeah, that was a fun game actually. That was a fun game. Jackson, Chinese jump rope. Let's see. Yeah, roll bat. See, Larry Aruda said it's roll bat. Sorry, Beatles. I think you might have that mistaken. But anyway, is King on here? Hey, King. Aloha, man. What's going on with the Rams? I was just watching a replay today against the Eagles. I'm not sure what's going on with the Rams. But anyway, okay. I did want to talk about some things today, and I'm just looking at my notes over here. Oh, the Fed raised the rates today 0.25%. So if you guys are thinking about borrowing money, buying a house, or you better go do them now, because it doesn't look like the rates are all going to go up. Hey, Kaz, how you doing? Hey, Erica, Brian, my brother, all the way from the Big Island. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so not sure what's going on in the federal scene, but yeah, the economy's stock market's plunging, the interest rates going up. So fasten your seatbelts. I don't know how long this is going to last, but if you guys in the market to buy, you might want to do it now, because I have a feeling that it's not going to stop. It's gonna keep on going up. Oh, the other thing, if you guys know of any good Christmas brunches, post them on here. I know at Timbers we have an awesome brunch that's going to be coming up on Christmas Day, and it's prime rib and all of that. $36. $36. I thought that was the lowest priced brunch on the island. It's a full buffet, and it might even be sold out by now. But $36, which is unheard of. But then I saw today Wranglers is having one as well. Steak Station, adobo fried rice, roast pork, chicken heka. They're gonna have one egg omelet station and everything, and theirs is $32. So Wrangler's $32. I just thought that was amazing, and that's good because sick and tired of looking at these hotels and charging 69 and $70 for a brunch on Christmas Day. Hello, how you expect to take your family to a Christmas brunch and enjoy the brunch with Raposos with awesome desserts? Yes, Jay, that's right. I hope Patsy's gonna take a break. I mean, we get all kind stuff around the house. She's making up her Christmas gifts, and she's been baking every night into the morning for the last few days. Yes, I'm working on Christmas Day, Relene. Aloha, Jonah, Kaniela Young, and Brad Kipi Akana. Right on, you guys. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I work midnight though, so I'm off during the daytime, but it's kind of a, yeah, I'm gonna wash dishes, Patsy said. No, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's different without the kids, and the kids not here, Christmas is not the same. So, and we had thought about going to see the kids for Christmas, but we just, we had to pick one, so we're gonna go for New Year's. But anyway, I will be off, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We'll be doing something though. But really, maybe we'll come out to the west side and eat some of you guys' fantastic food. Hi, Raylene. I said that already. I guess you didn't hear. Pay attention. Hi, cousin. And I just said, I hope maybe you can open up your house for us on Christmas Day, and Pats and I will come out and enjoy Christmas on the west side. Maybe I'll even go jump in that kayak. Same to you, Kibi. Same to you, man. Happy holidays. You didn't respond to my email about the county buying that house on Kamalu. I saw that you had originally introduced that item. Why is the county buying that? No, I don't believe I introduced that item. I don't believe I introduced it. I actually saw that on the agenda after I saw your email there. I had no idea. I didn't know much about it. I did read up a little, and I did actually watch the meeting today, which is the first time I've watched a council meeting in a very long time. But I wanted to watch two items. One was the salt pond stewardship agreement for that little house over there, or that property that the West Side Watershed is currently taking care of, and then as well of the purchase of that house. Yeah, I kind of concerned as well because that's number one, it's a CPR lot. Number two, we're purchasing the house for, I think according to the agenda, 500 plus thousand, 500 and I don't know 60 or whatever it was. And I looked up the tax record, and the tax assessment, market assessment on that house was only 470 some odd thousand. I don't like the fact that it's a CPR because, as you know, a CPR, you don't own the land entirely. You share the ownership. Now, I'm not sure how the arrangements for this property is, but from what I can tell in the public documents that I did research, it's a CPR. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. They're going to be using block grant money to purchase it, and then but then again, we will subsidize the difference because it's going to be an affordable house. So they're according to the meeting, it was going to be about 350,000, which means you're talking another couple 100,000, more than 200,000 in subsidy, which I don't know if that's a wise. Well, I think there's many other opportunities out here. It's a new house. It's a small 1,100 square foot house on 5,000 square foot of land. But yeah, I'm not sure why we're going down that road. I know the housing director was saying that these are federal monies that we got to use by March. But I'm still I don't know why that property, which is again it's in a cul-de-sac, or I'm sorry, it's in a CPR. So there's 4 units. Very close to each other, and so we'll see. They did pass, and they voted to approve it. So we're going to move forward with the purchase anyway. Jin Mocha, what the heck? Oh, is that a game? Jin Mocha? I don't know what that is. Oh, Bocha. Jin Bocha. I'm not sure, King, if you can share with us. And the other item on the agenda today was that stewardship agreement that the county, I guess Mayor Carvalho had wanted to convey that parcel. It used to be the dog pound, the Hanapipi dog pound, and that the former Mayor Carvalho wanted to do a stewardship agreement with Kumuhula Lena Ala Pavao, and currently there's a West Side Watershed group that's on that property, taking care of the property. So a lot of community pilikia, because when that announcement was made, so Kumuhula Lenaala came up today. She opened up the discussion and she said that, she was approached by the county to utilize that space for a cultural educational piece and to take care of that. And she, of course, gladly agreed. She was not aware that the community had not been spoken to or addressed. And in fact, she went up on the stand today and basically said she doesn't want anything to do with this at this point, because the county needs to go and communicate this with the community. And I think that was an honorable thing to do on Lena Ala's part. Very, she's, if you know Lena Ala, you know that she's strong into the culture. She's been here forever. She's been a Kumuhula, I believe, for 30 years or so, maybe even longer. So the council decided to scratch that. I think the new administration realized that that was the wrong direction. You don't go and again go do things without letting the community know. Not today. I mean, today is a time where everyone needs to stay involved, and communication with the county has to be there. A question on my mind: I heard that the Lihue County Cemetery is run by Parks and Rec. Is there a charge to be buried there, and is it still open for burials? We have the county maintains most of the cemeteries on the island. There is no charge. I'm not sure if there's any room, but you can call Parks and they can let you know. But yeah, there's no charge. It is a county cemetery. Like I said, many of them are county. Most of them are county. And many of these cemeteries are being maintained by families, by groups. I really wish, one of my plans was to really take care of the cemeteries. On the mainland, if you drive around, the cemeteries are really manicured. And, we don't do that here. It's a shame, in fact. It's a disgrace, some of our cemeteries. The county cemeteries really should be maintained to a very high standard. But so yeah, I'm not sure. Where is the county cemetery? There are several. There's I believe back behind by the old water department. Kapai has several. I gotta go. I can't remember right now, Larry, off the top of my head. But yeah, we have quite a few. On the west side, there's a bunch. I know Kekaha. Koloa Cemetery is a county cemetery. That one's right off of Mailihuna, not Mailihuna. Tunnel of Trees Road, Maluhia. As you go down, as you approach the park on the right side, you go up and there's a that one again is taken care of by volunteers. So yeah, call Parks. They can give you a whole inventory. And where I think our new Parks guy is Arthur Brun. You can give Arthur a call or email. All right. Hey, what do you guys think about the Dylan R thing on the I saw that on the news, man, that the harbor manager got he resigned, but he got fined and I guess paid off some or falsified some contracts so he could give his friend some contracts for the harbor area, and like $1 million worth in the last 4 years. I just saw it in the news. I'm not going to comment too much other than I just read it in a paper and was kind of shocked that how does that not get caught? How does that not get caught? I mean, for 4 years and no one checks. No, there's no check and balances. Apparently, he was writing in false bids on contracts that these contractors or these businesses never bid on, and so basically there was jobs to be done at the harbor or wherever this guy was managing, and he would create false bids. He would put the thing out for bid, but he would create false ones using existing businesses, and then he would put the bids all higher than his friend's bid, and then his friend would get the bid, would get the contract, and I guess he finally got caught, but he gets fined. I think he got fined, I don't know, $24,000 or $15,000 or whatever it was, but he resigned. I mean, I don't know. To me, I think you get terminated before, but anyway, I don't know the guy. I only know what I read, but apparently, according to newspaper, I read the Star Advertiser. The Ethics Commission on Oahu did a really good job and interviewed a lot of people, and it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that again that didn't get caught. How does something like that be allowed to go on through all the levels of bureaucracy? And we all know to get something done in the state or in the county, you need to go through several levels of government. How in the heck does something like that get through? So that we'll see. They didn't mention anything of a criminal investigation that was being done. It was just the story was on the ethics violation. I think if you check the Civil Beat website, the ethics report is actually on the website, pretty revealing. But no audits. I don't know, Bitos. I don't know if it was an audit that caught it. I'm not sure how it came down. But yeah, you're right. That should have been caught. And again, brings up the importance and the value of having an audit office, an auditor. The state does have a legislative auditor, but they're at the, they work for the legislature. And what is that blue? Turn off the TV, because that light is. Sorry, that light was flashing. I thought the TV was off. But anyway, yeah. So it brings up the importance of having that auditor's office that can do these random checks and county needs an auditor, absolutely. We all know that the auditor's position has been vacant for quite a while, and I think I've told you guys. Well, Bethany, Dylan lied to me twice when I was a journalist here. Yeah, well, welcome to the club, But yeah, the county auditor, we've had that position for a long time. It's a charter position, a position that auditor's office was created because it was placed on the ballot, and the people of Kauai voted overwhelmingly to create that office of the auditor. And since the last auditor left, it's been vacant. And I can tell you that as a council member, we have tried very, very diligently. We spent quite a bit of money in executive searches, and just could not find the people. With a lot of mainland people that were basically wanting to retire here and could not give us a commitment. So that position has been vacant for quite a while. So, I have applied, and I'll tell you guys that. I'll be up front. I've said this already. I've made it very clear that I have applied for that position. The council is the appointing authority, not the administration. I will say that this administration does not want to see that position filled. And, you can understand why. But, I think if people look at the auditor's office as a resource, as a tool to help, which is really what that auditor's office should be, to work with the administration and the county council to find the inefficiencies and work to resolve them. But for some reason, this administration has become very vocal against. They want that auditor's position removed, and some council members, I think most of the council members disagree. Most of the council members believe that in fact position should be filled. So the position is open. I have applied. I'm not sure who else has applied. I'm hoping that I have an opportunity to get an interview and ultimately get appointed. I think this county needs someone with the experience, the knowledge, the background, and I think I fit that bill. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I know, like I said, the new administration is working very hard to not allow that position to be filled, but they don't have a say, because this position, unlike all the other appointees, the auditor's position comes under the Office of the Council Services and not the administration. So the mayor doesn't have a say. And it's purely a council's appointment. And so I'm hoping that this council, the new council, will see the value of, my 27 years of service, that in fact, Kimo, I think you've made it quite clear. I think for those that have followed me in the county council, I would agree that, I think I've done the time, I think, to understand most of the functions of government. Yeah, Kawakami called for performance audits in his inauguration speech. Yeah, it is because he was, again, concerned that I had put my name in. You remember during the campaign, I mentioned the audits. I mentioned that we were going to focus on a lot of audits, but he never did. He never did because audits is a very scary term. It's a very politically incorrect term. And again, I chose to be honest with the people and make my efforts clear. Well, the other problem with the audits coming up from the administration is what you want that checks and balances, and that's why the audit office, as it was structured in the charter, is set up under the council services and not the administration. You don't want the old cliche, the fox watching the hen house, and that's just really why Honolulu City Auditor comes under the county council. The state auditor comes under the legislature. It's not an administrative. Now, the administration can do internal audits all they want, and that's fine. I think it should be done anyway. But as far as the county audit function, the charter mandated position, that definitely should not be under the administration. That should come from the legislative body. That's just how it works in the system that we have. And so we'll see how this thing pans out. So, yeah, if any of you have any influence, I would definitely appreciate a good word. Councilmember Arthur Boone is the new Parks and Rec Director. No, he's not the Parks and Rec Director. He's the Parks Committee Chair on the County Council. The new Parks and Rec Director is Patrick Porter. Hey, Napa, how you, bro? And Rowena, how you guys? Yeah, so no. Arthur Boone is still on the council. He's a council member, and he is now running our committee, the chair of the committee, Parks Committee. Parks, I believe, and Veteran Services. So, yep. So that's kind of where we at. Hey, Shyla, Nikki, my daughter. Although I cannot believe my daughter. Hey, Nikki, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hey, Bay de la Cruz as well. Man, a lot of old time friends. Like I say, we do this Facebook Live, and it's as long as somebody's watching, I'm gonna do them. I really never know what the heck I'm gonna talk about until we start. But it's so nice to see some of my old friends, Bay and especially my daughter. We're just talking about how difficult or how different it is. Eric Crispin, mahalo for joining. How different it is to have Christmas without the kids here. Last year we went up, spent the week before Christmas with the kids in Oregon. It was really, really cold, and I think it's going to be really, really cold when we get up there next week. But yeah, it's just not the same. It's not just the same when the kids ain't around. We got a little Christmas tree. I wish I had my phone on instead of my laptop because I can actually show you our big tree. It's a nice white frosted tree with frosted a snowman on the top. And it's pretty cool. We just hooked up our what is that thing called? That Echo Alexa. That little thing that I bought last year. I never set it up, and I just put it up, and it's amazing. It's fun. It plays all kinds of music, but anyway, so yeah, we usually get some Christmas music playing, but not right now. Where did the Park and Rec person come from? He was Parks. He was working in the DLNR. In the Parks, I guess, Department of DLNR, highly qualified. So, I think we're in good shape with that Parks. I got some hot chocolate here because it's that cold. The other thing we talking about a lot of talk about is that sewage spill that happened last month, I guess, by Kauai Resort, or the old Kauai Resort. And found out that the cause of the break in that pipe was an older concrete or cement that was used by the water department that had been abandoned and left there, and that had possibly caused the break in the sewer line, allowing all of that doo-doo to come out. So, yeah, unreal. I don't know how that happens either. I don't know how that happens either. And all the drawings, according to Lao Tabata, all of the drawings that on that area, that pipe did not show the abandonment of that concrete. So I'm not sure how that works out. Anyway, again, 2 tickets to Augie T. I don't know what Pat's gonna have to come up with a contest. I don't know if anybody get any ideas. Yeah, I want to give that away today. That's for Friday, and it's Friday. It's orchestra seats. I'm not sure what that means. It's at the convention hall. And it starts at 7:30. Doors open at 7. So if you haven't seen Augie T, he's hilarious. So we'll figure it out before 6:30. We'll figure it out. It is hard to get specific questions about the county answered, so that is why I bug you. Well, I don't know all. I don't know everything, and we have at the county council, the staff is fabulous. So obviously, I don't have access to the staff anymore. But feel free if you folks have anything you want to discuss. We're going to continue the Facebook lives, as long as people are listening. But yeah, if you have an issue you want me to look into, please just send it to me in Messenger, email melrapozo@gmail.com, and I'll definitely, we can have a talking. We'd use it as a talking point for the next show. I loved working with Council Service Bethany. Yeah, Arthur Brune is now online. He's the new Parks guy, Parks Committee Chair. Welcome, Arthur Brune. Thank you for joining us. Anyway, all right. So what do you guys like to talk about? Who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year? Does anybody know? Anybody know who's gonna win the Super Bowl? I know it won't be Dallas Cowboys. I know Arthur is on. That's why I said that. Arthur is a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. Not much, Arthur Brune. Is your county email address still valid? And no, as soon as 12 o'clock noon struck on December 3rd, my email address went kaput. Larry Aruda, you do know a lot more than the newspaper. Well, since Bethany left the newspaper, I can only imagine how bad it got. Bethany was our only hope for a decent news coverage on the island, and it was just so sad to see her go. The scale at the dump is not fixed yet. Bitos, I don't know what to tell you about that. Again, pure incompetence, I guess, is the bottom line. I don't want to get into this kind of negative comments during the holidays, but that scale has been broken for years. And the solution is, I called the Toledo scale guy on Oahu. The solution is simple. For whatever reason, it hasn't. I know Arthur is on this thing. Hopefully Arthur will pick up the ball on that, but it needs to be fixed. That's all I'm going to say. Saints, Kansas City, Cowboys. Well, what about the Steelers and the Rams? What about the Browns? You know that the Cleveland Browns still have a chance. So yeah, it'll be an interesting season. All right. Eminem is coming to Honolulu. Oh, Chicago Bears, right on. Eminem is coming to Oahu. I didn't know that guy was still playing music. I don't know if what he plays is music, but anyway, he's coming to Honolulu. I don't know if you noticed this, but in the last several months, Bruno Mars, Commodores, Lionel Richie, who else? Eagles. Have you noticed that all of these top bands, top performers now are making a stop here on Oahu? And I think it was because Bruno Mars came and he announced his show, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. The comedian Cole, I think it's his name, Cole. All of these guys are realizing that Hawaii has some fans, and that in fact, Guns N' Roses, thanks Janelle, Guns N' Roses, the most recent one. And a lot of the older music type, but yet Eminem playing characters are coming, not the singer. Well, I wouldn't pay to see Eminem, honestly, but a lot of people will. I guess what I'm trying to get at is, one of my crazy plans for this island was to put up a 15,000, 20,000 seat arena, a gymnasium, a facility that would draw, Blaisdell can only hold, 15,000 too. It's not like much. Build one, because I can tell you, people would come for the concerts on Kauai. I think we would, volleyball games, basketball games. You could even have an arena football game in there. It's just crazy. The Blaisdell is an old building. The Aloha Stadium, golly, I can't believe they even allow people to still use that stadium. So dangerous, and old. But yeah, we have an opportunity as far as economic development, and getting people here. A lot of outer island people would be here watching concerts instead of we flying to Honolulu and paying outrageous prices. But anyway, hey Brenda, Paul, Jason, Carol, thanks for joining us. But yeah, it's just who next. So I haven't been to a concert forever. I don't know. My last concert was probably, I don't even remember. But hey, Thomas Nizo, hey, is your offer for the emu turkey still on? I really would like to taste your emu turkey. Hey, John Blaine, mahalo. Did you ever think of having your own radio show? You truly have the gift of gab in a fun, positive manner. Howard Stern, move over. If I had a radio station that would allow me to, I would definitely enjoy it. But unfortunately, there's no radio station that wants to let me have a show. Snoop Dogg is coming. The more that comes, the more likely they may play on Kauai. Snoop Dogg, yeah, that's right. I think I saw that somewhere as well. So, yeah, a lot of people, they want to come here. I mean, they want to come here and perform. And now we got all the movie stars. The Rock is here. Rock is on island, actually. Can you imagine the traffic getting to and leaving a place like that on Kauai? Absolutely. The same as it is leaving the Aloha Stadium after not a football game, because nobody goes to that anymore. But yeah, I think it would have to be a very strategic plan to get people in and out. But anyway, just a thought. What else you guys want to talk about? I need a contest. Nikki, I don't know if you're still on. If you're still on, give me a contest. Let's see what. And the thing about having a contest, I got to rely on what you guys say, and I hope that every one of you will be honest. I'm going to ask you a question. Where was the coldest temperature this morning? Come on now. Don't lie. Be up and up. Be honest. We have any 40s? Any 40s? Any 50s? Any 60s? I'm sure there were 60s. I know Wailua was cold. Antarctica. No, I mean on Kauai. This morning, when all of you woke up in the morning, what was the temperature on Kauai? What was the temperature on Kauai? At your house, not in Koke, at your home. We all know Koke is the coldest spot on Kauai, but at your home when you got up this morning, who had the coldest temperature? Okay. And I don't know, my Patsy's doing Christmas gifts, so no, I'm watching. I just got to keep track of 59 in Kekaha. Anybody colder than 59? Now be honest. 63. Thanks, Janelle. 62. Thank you. 68 in Kapahi. Okay, that's good. I think I saw 51 this morning here in Wailua. So 59. Okay, great. Makawele 59. 65, 62 in Little Manila. Would that be Hanamalo? Shelly? Wow. Anyway, 62. Okay, 59. We got Makawele and we get Kekaha at 59. We're going to need one tiebreaker here. Okay, any more? Coldest temperature on Kauai this morning. We got 59. Anybody lower than 59? Okay, we're going to have to figure out a tiebreaker for Bitos. 65 in Waikiki. I guess, yeah, we can include Honolulu, but the prize is for a Augie tea on Kauai, though. So, unless you're coming down here, Eileen. Kayla, the Princess Perez is online. How you gonna act? Okay, so we're looking for the coldest temperature on Kauai. This is for 2 tickets to Augie tea on Friday night. Okay, looks like 59 is gonna do it. Now we gotta find a tiebreaker. Unless you guys go together. If Bitos and Mr. Nizo wants to go together, that's fine too. I don't know if I'd want to go with any one of you, but maybe the 2 of you could go. Just kidding. It's gonna be fun. Get food.
No, the 2 guys will have
Oh, yeah, yeah. All ages welcome. So it must be. It's featuring Daryl Bonilla and Jose Dynamite as well. I guess they're gonna open for him. So anyway, um, okay. So we're gonna have to find a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker. Let's see. What's a tiebreaker for Bitos and Thomas Nizo? I give my rights up. Okay, Bitos. So the winner is Thomas Nizo. Thomas Nizo, can you make it Friday to Augie T at the convention hall? Orchestra seating. If you can make it, the tickets are yours. Rock, paper, scissors for the tickets. Oh, that would be work. I wish we could have this kind. I could see you guys. That would be so cool. That'd be so cool. But anyway, let me know, Mr. Nizo, if you can make it. If you can make it. If you can make it. All right. So like I said, 6 days away from Christmas. So we are. This will be our last Facebook Live. Tumua Masani Ai. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is Patsy making? I don't know what she's making tonight. She's actually wrapping gifts tonight. She'll probably be baking later. Who is who? Randy Yokoyama is asking. Yeah, this is our last Facebook Live before Christmas, so I just really want to take this opportunity to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all of you. We've had a lot of fun this last few years. Been a lot of fun, and we will do Facebook Live even when we are in Oregon. So that one's going to be fun. I think that one is. I'm not sure on the calendar dates yet, but I do want to make sure, and Patsy and I get a chance to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Next week, Tuesday, I guess, is Christmas. So just remember, again, what Christmas is all about. I've been watching on my Hulu, and I think I mentioned this last week, but I've been happy holidays to you as well, Tumo. Hey, Kathy, thanks for joining us. But I've been watching these Christmas shows on Hulu. At night when I work at the hotel while I'm doing my audit work, I run my Hulu on the iPad, and the messages are always the same. Yeah, that Christmas is always it's the season, it's the time of the year, and when it should be every day, but yet Christmas more specifically is a time to love everybody and to share with everyone, and I think we all will agree that the times throughout this world, throughout this country, throughout this island is different. Where we used to be so helpful and courteous to everyone, it's changed, and there's so much anger and irritation and frustration, and so this is a time of year where we're supposed to let all of that stuff go, and just share and help each other out. And I will always remember Hoku Dusenberry Lee. I think Hoku, and I'm gonna promote him every single time I have a chance, because this guy who came from a very troubled past has turned his life around. I know many of us, many of you, many organizations, and everyone does their fair share. But in my opinion, Hoku, from where he came from to what he's doing today, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas, it's what he does. He goes around and he helps the people that are less fortunate, mostly the kids. And we all can do our fair share, whether it's taking food down to the food bank, or getting your extra toys or gifts to Hoku so he can get it to, he focuses on the homeless. There's a lot of kids that are homeless, and we can all argue and complain and blame about who's to blame about the homeless situation. It's not going to put people in homes. Arguing and complaining is not going to put people in homes. But what's going to happen if we can go out and help the less fortunate? Toys for Tots on the weekends or at Walmart. Go over there and drop off a couple of gifts, a couple of toys, to make somebody's Christmas special and happy. Little things like that, my gosh. Courtesy, consideration, and respect. That's it, Larry. I mean, And that's what this time of the year is. And if we need an excuse to do that, let it be Christmas. If we are so angry in our ways and bitter that we need an excuse to be nice, then let it be Christmas. But then let it continue into the new year, because it's, you watch the news. You turn on the news and it's frustrating. It's even on Oahu. I know some of you on this Facebook Live are on Oahu, and it's dangerous up there now. It's people getting shot and stabbed, and here, today I saw a horrific piece on Facebook. I think it was on KITV, where they said so many kids now are shooting up drugs. They're shooting up whatever they can find, whether it's oxys or it doesn't matter. Whatever they can find, they're melting it in a spoon and shooting in their veins. And the state is saying, there's really not much help for them. Well, why not? Why not? It amazes me when we can pour billions of dollars into structures and programs. And Larry, I don't know if Toys for Tots takes clothes, but the Salvation Army does. But they pretty much just take toys, and I could be wrong, but they're focusing on the toys. But so why can't we get all of the brainiacs in the state and the counties in the same room, get a conference room, I don't care, and figure out a way how we're gonna stop this. How are we going to give these addicts help? How are we gonna, rather than just write checks to nonprofits that have wonderful brochures, and no, we need to get into the field like Hoku does, gets into the bushes like Hoku does, and get these kids and get them the help that they need, and stop making excuses about money. That burns me up when they can raise a tax to fix a rail system, but they won't do anything to help our kids. And then they're talking about legalizing marijuana. They're talking about legalizing marijuana because that's going to generate revenue for us. No, why don't we get the right people in the room so we can figure out what it's going to take and utilize the resources to go after that solutions, and not just talk about it, and not just write checks to nonprofits to pay for executive directors' salaries and travel and training. And it's sad when you can sit and stare an issue in the face and say, I just don't think there's much we can do. No, there's a lot we can do if you want to. If you want to, I can tell you, just the drug treatment center on Kauai, it was painful to go get that money from the state. I mean, we had to beg the state for that money. And yet, Honolulu runs into a little bit of trouble with the rail. They don't hesitate to raise the tax on Kauai and on Maui and on the Big Island and on Oahu. And all that money will go to rail. Well, why don't we put the same emphasis on the drug problem? Why don't we put the same emphasis? We talked about the snakes last week. They're bringing in 4 snakes to train 4 dogs to go chase the snakes. No, that's not our issue right now. We don't have a freaking problem with snakes. We have a freaking problem with drugs and kids and suicide and crime. And that is the problem. The problem isn't snakes. These damn tree snakes, gosh, they hurt birds. We got drugs that are hurting our kids and killing our kids. And not only kids, but we need to put the emphasis on our young kids that are hanging themselves because they're depressed and they feel hopeless and helpless, and there's no one to help them. But we'll raise a tax to go get a freaking rail project completed. Patch is telling me not to swear, but I'm getting pissed off when I read stuff like that and it says, there's not much help for them. Well, go find the damn help and go get the damn help. I read today that 2 U.S. senators, Senator, I forgot the two guys, one Democrat, one Republican, they're introducing bills now that's going to legalize sports betting federally, make it legal. Again, because they're looking at the revenue that it'll generate in taxes. Never mind the social problems that will come with that in the small rural areas like Kauai, like Hanamalo and Puhi and Wailua and Kapa, this whole island. They don't think about those things. They think about the money. They think about the revenue. They think about those things. They don't care about our kids who's dying because they don't have anything going for them here. And we are not alone. Let me tell you, in my travels around the country, I can tell you, the mainland is not immune. A lot of rural areas on the western side, and I mean throughout the country. And we just got to say it's time. It is time. Put everything on hold, and let's focus on this issue. Again, are we stopping the drugs from coming into the ports and to the airlines and in the mail? No, we're not. We know we're not doing it. But we're going to talk about bringing snakes to train dogs. And anyway, we went over that last week. So I hate to end this thing on that somber note, but I will say Merry Christmas again from Patsy and myself. Baron and Nikki, who's over there in Oregon, in Beaverton, Oregon, will be there shortly. Just, again, use Christmas as the excuse to kick off the new year with a lot of love and a lot of care, and let's all be part of the solution and not the problem. Alrighty. Anything else you guys want to chat about? Thank you, honey. Thank you very much. Leadership in Hawaii sucks. We taxpayers get screwed every time. Well, you got to remember, we control who we put in office. And I mean the state level and the federal level, we control who we put in office. So when you get everybody staying home on election day and not voting, that's what you get. You get the status quo. That's what you get. So it's unfortunate. Hopefully people will get irritated enough one day. Let me end with this story. This story I heard many, many years ago. And it was a story about these two guys that's sitting on a porch in front of their house. They're just sitting down, kicking back. And the owner of the house had a dog, and he had a hound. And the hound was just sitting down between the two guys. And the dog just kept moaning. And the owner's friend finally says, "What is wrong with your dog? What is wrong with your dog? Your dog keeps moaning like he's hurt." And the owner says, "This is two rednecks." And the owner says, "Well, he's sitting on a nail. He's sitting on a nail." Wait, he's sitting on a nail? Yeah, and it's uncomfortable. It just hurts a little bit. So the owner's friend says, "Why in the hell doesn't he move? Why does he stay there and sit on the nail?" And the owner of the dog said, "Well, because it just doesn't hurt enough." And that is what America is going through right now. We yell, we scream, we fight, we grumble, we complain, but it's just not hurting enough for someone to get off their couch on election day and get to the polls and vote. That is what we see across the country, and that is not going to change until it starts to hurt enough. With that, ladies and gentlemen, Jenna Lee, thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Ed Chase, oh my God, another old friend from long ago, from the big island of the US of A. Aloha, Ed. Thanks for joining us. Remember, all you guys that are coming on, we're on every single Wednesday from 5:30 to 6:30 Hawaii time. Hawaii time. So normally the easiest way is 6 hours behind of the East Coast. During daylight savings, we're 5 hours. So, hey, Merry Christmas, Ed. So, yeah, we're going to continue doing this, like I said, as long as people can listen. And we'll come up with topics and every single week. And maybe one day I'll get a radio show. I don't know. If you know a radio station owner, or if you know how to start one, I think we can do an internet radio. I'm not sure. But I enjoy doing this. I enjoy connecting with each and every one of you. It's fun. But we'll close today saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Some people say we're not supposed to say Merry Christmas because of whatever, blah, blah, whatever. No, it's Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We hope you guys stay safe. Get what you want for Christmas. And remember, make someone happy. Toys for Tot, Salvation Army, Food Bank, Hoku Dusenberry Lee. Hit him up on Facebook. He could use your help. Let's go make this Christmas special for a lot of people, as many as we can. God bless everybody. We love you guys. From Patsy, Mel, Baron, Nicole. Aloha, Merry Christmas. God bless. Bye-bye.